What's up, everybody? This is the second day of solving rational equations. This is what you do when there's more than one fraction on each side. Okay, and what we're going to do when that happens is we are going to use the LCD, and I'll show you how that works. The good news about the LCD method is after your first line, you will have no more fractions. So basically what I'm trying to teach you on this video and tomorrow in class is how to get from the first line to the second line, because if I can do that, you got it made. All right, there's 2 here on the first slide. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here. Okay, now what I'm looking for first is, like we did yesterday, I'm going to tell what x is not allowed to equal. This time, it cannot equal 0 because that'd make 2 of my denominators be 0. Second thing I'm looking for is the LCD, which is going to be 4x. And I do this. I'm going to put the 4x with each term, like that. And what I'm basically doing is multiplying each term by the LCD, which is going to make stuff cancel, like that first one. That first thing, the x's cancel, which leaves me a 4 times 5, which is 20. On the second one, the 4's cancel, which leaves a 7 times x, which is 7x. On the other side, the x's cancel, which leaves negative 9 times 4, which is negative 36. So all I got to do is move the 20 over, which gives me negative 56, divide by 7, which is negative 8. I like the answer. Check back up here. The answer is okay. Circle it. That's all there is to it. So like I said, once you get to the second line, fractions are gone. So I'm just basically trying to get you to that second line. Okay, let's try the second one here. Same deal. Let's start out by saying what x cannot be. X cannot equal 0. It also cannot equal 5. Now let's see LCD. The LCD is both x and x minus 5. So multiplying each term times x and by now, with all the addition and subtraction we did, you should be great to find an LCD, so I'm not really worried about explaining all that. 1 times that, nothing cancels, so I got to bring down the x and the x minus 5. The second term, the x minus 5 is canceled. That leaves it's a minus sign, leaves an 8 and an x. On the other side, the x is canceled. That leaves a 3 and an x minus 5. And once you do that step, look at that. There's no fractions left. I see a couple of distributive properties, move stuff over like you've always done all year, and you should be good. So on the left-hand side, distribute the x. Over here, distribute the 3. Now I'm going to combine some stuff here. That's going to be 13x. Over here, we got 3x minus 15. Now, like I say all the time, I see an x squared. Anytime I see an x squared, I'm thinking factor. Moving stuff over. If I move the 3x over, it's negative 16. If I move the 15 over, it becomes positive 15, and that equals 0. The factors are going to be minus 15 and minus 1. So I get these 2 answers. I get 1 and positive 15. Check back up here. We're good. Those are 2 answers. And that's it, guys. So again, I'm going to keep saying this whole video. My job today and tomorrow is to get you to that first line, because once I get you there, you should be good to go. All right, let's go one more. A little bit tougher here. And the only thing that makes it a little bit tougher is this denominator right here. Actually, you got to factor it first. So you get x plus 1, x minus 1. So what can x not equal? Either positive or negative 1. We'll see LCD, x plus 1 and x minus 1. This is going to be a little bit longer because your denominator is a little bit bigger. So let's see how that works here. I wanted to show you one that was like the hardest type you're going to see. So that's what this is. So the x plus 1's cancel. That leaves an x minus 1 and a 4x plus 1. That's all that's left in that first term. Equals the second term. The good news is everything cancels, so it just leaves 12, which is pretty nice. But the bad news is the third term, that 3, nothing cancels. So I got 3 times x plus 1, x minus 1. Now think about that. X plus 1, x minus 1 is really this. That's where it came from. It's really x squared minus 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write it that way instead of having to do foo again. So on the left-hand side, I'm doing FOIL. First, outer, inner, and last. Over here, I'm just going to distribute the 3. And I'm going to combine what I can. So the left-hand side, I can combine the x minus 4x. On the right-hand side, I shouldn't have done that. I can do the 12 minus 3, which is 9. Now let's move stuff. Take the 3x squared over, it's 1x squared minus 3x. Take the 9 over, makes it minus 9 to go with the minus 1, that's negative 10. We can factor x minus 5, x plus 2, which gives me 2 solutions. This is going to be 5 or negative 5 and negative 2. Check back up at the top. We're still good. Circle those bad boys, and you got it. Hopefully that not too bad for you. That's about the hardest type you're going to see tomorrow. So anyway, that's about it. I'll see you tomorrow.